Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Beyond Whiskey with Perez, or welcome to Beyond Whiskey with Perez. I'm your boy Perez, and today we're doing a store haul. What have I picked up recently? What's going to be in videos to come? Some of it's actually been in previous videos. Uh, I can't drink right now still, so we were discussing what kind of video I should do, and my wife said, let's show the people what you've gotten recently. And we know store haul videos tend to be something people like to see, what we've gotten. I know I watch a lot of store haul videos, uh, so thanks for the idea, baby.
No problem.
So before we go any further, I need you to do me a favor. Uh, if you're not subscribed to my page, please subscribe. Hit the like button. Leave a comment if you would like. Let me know what you think of the bottles I picked up. So without further ado, let's get right into it. First bottle that I'm going to go with is this Wilderness Trail. I am a big fan of Wilderness Trail products. I've picked up the rye. I've got another bourbon. This is the 6 year. I'm looking forward to cracking this open. It's 100 proof, 6 years old. Looking forward to giving this a try. Wilderness Trail 6 year. Set that over there. Now this bottle is a rum. It's Bacardi. It is their Reserve Ocho. So the Reserve 8 year, but it's finished in rye casks. And if you know me, if you watched any of the videos previously, I love rye. I had been waiting for this to show up in my area. I had reached out to people in other states, seeing if they could find it and send me a bottle, and no one could. And my wife was in one of the local liquor stores and sent me a picture of it. And I was like, buy it right now. And it is delicious. So if you want to try a rum that's finished, I would definitely recommend picking up a bottle of this. It is, yeah, it's fantastic. Thanks, baby.
You're welcome.
You're the bestest.
I try to stay as your number one wife.
I appreciate that. I'm gonna let the other wives know that you are. So, next bottle is another rye. I'm sorry, yeah, it's a rye, finished in rum casks. So opposite of that, this is Doc Swinson. This appeared in a video already. I got this, cracked it open for my last rye video. You should go check it out. Um, this is delicious. You could definitely get some of the sweetness from the rum cask on it. Uh, Sitting at 95 proof, straight rye whiskeys, finished in rum casks. This is really good. Was glad to pick this up. This was a recommendation from a worker at Baytown. I can't remember if it was George or not Baytown. I'm sorry, Parkway. Might have been George. If it was you, thank you. That was delicious. The next one, another rye, Jack Daniel's Single Barrel. A lot of the Jack Daniel's Single Barrels stuff is excellent. I really like the Jack Daniel's Single Barrel. And when I saw the rye, I had this before. Obviously, this has been out for a while, but I haven't had a bottle in a while. And as I was doing a rye battles, I figured I'd pick up a bottle again, and I was glad I did. This is fantastic stuff. And this is 47%. Do the math for me. What's the proofage? 47%?
94.
94? Yes, 94. Good job. That's why you're the accountant. Next up is another straight rye whiskey. This was a barrel pick from Baytown, Mackenzie's. This is another rye finished in Hampton rum casks. I picked this up about 2 weeks ago. Haven't opened it yet. I'm looking forward to trying this, especially since it was a barrel pick. Normally, I've found that barrel picks tend to be pretty darn good. So I'm looking forward to cracking this bad boy open. I'm going to set this one way over there. Another bottle that we picked up last month is, I don't know how much you see behind me, but I have two Whittle Janes. I have a Whittle Jane 10-year.
You're totally
Decadence.
hiding them.
Totally hiding them.
Totally hiding
Just take my word for it. There's two Whittle Janes sitting behind me. The 10-year and the Decadence 10-year. So we picked this bad boy up. This is Widow Jane 10 year, but this is 100 proof. The other Widow Jane is somewhere in the 90s, I believe. So this is sitting right at 100 proof. And
This was for their 10-year anniversary.
yeah, New American Oak Pad. This was the 10 year anniversary. Looking forward to opening this one up because I really, really like Widow Jane. And let me just throw this out there. You'll see some of the other bourbon YouTubers say that they're not a fan of Widow Jane. And honestly, that's their opinion. I would recommend before you take one of us at face value, try it yourself and make your own decision because they may not like Widow Jane. However, I really like Widow Jane. It is really, really good. And it recently won a 10-year battle video that I did. It was tied pretty much with Tin Cup 10 year, but I gave it to Widow Jane, much to the chagrin of my wife and some other people who commented on the post.
As because you changed your mind.
Well, I mean, it was like I did another. I took another sip. It wasn't like it was finished. I took some more sips, and then I gave it to the Widow Jane. However, it was really close. They're both fantastic. Love Widow Jane. You should try them if you see them and you want to. Give it a try. Next up is Barrel Seagrass. I mean, it's Barrel Seagrass. It is delicious. I have the 16 year up there, and I have the 20 year, and I was out of this, so I had to pick up another bottle because, yeah, why wouldn't I? This is fantastic. It's finished in Martinique rum cask, Madeira cask, and apricot brandy barrels. It's 118.22 proof. It's got some nice heat to it, and it is smooth and really, really good. If you have not had this, I would recommend trying it. If you haven't had any of the barrel products, I would recommend trying them. They're fantastic. Speaking of barrel, next up, I was out of the regular bourbon, so I picked up a bottle of bourbon. Love their bourbon. This one is 108.86 proof. It's batch number 28. I know batch number like 34 is out now, but this is what's in my area right now. So hopefully those will come in my area soon too.
New York's very
New York is
late
slow.
and
I know.
everything.
It's ridiculous. This fantastic bourbon. Speaking of bourbon, also picked up Baker's number 7. This hit my area, and I didn't grab a bottle. I wanted to, then they disappeared. And then we happened to stop at a little liquor store in a town near us. I can't remember the name of it. Like I know where it is, but I don't remember the name. And they happened, the one connected to Hagedorn's, they happened to have a bottle behind the counter. And I was like, I'll take that. Thank you very much. So looking forward to cracking this one open, 107 proof. Now, it's called Baker 7 because it's aged a minimum of 7 years. However, chances are a lot of times that is not the actual age statement. For instance, this one has been aged 8 years and 7 months. So always check that out. You never know how long it actually is aged, but it's a minimum of 7 years. So Baker's number 7. Next up, I was happy to find these two. I'll go one at a time. But Bardstown Origin Series, and it's the Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, 96 proof. This is their own distillate. It's one of 2 first bottles that has their own distillate. And the cool thing about this is it will tell you what the blend is right here on the side. It'll tell you when it was bottled. So this was bottled in fall 2016. And it's got really cool artwork in the back of the bottle.
Barreled?
What do you mean?
You said bottled 2016. Barreled 2016?
Distilled fall 2016.
Yeah.
So yeah, barrel. Did I say bottled?
Yeah.
Yeah, my bad. In the barrel, not bottled. And I like the fact that they're giving you what the actual blend of the distillate is. A lot of companies sometimes don't tell you what it is. what this one does. And this is the straight bourbon whiskey. And then to go along with that, I was able to get my hands on the Bottled and Bond. Also their own distillate. This one is 100 proof, obviously, because it's Bottled and Bond. Um, Also, fall 2016, it was distilled. And this one is 68% corn, 20% wheat, and 12% malted barley. 6 years old. Looking forward to giving that a try. They're both 6 years old. Um,
I'm looking forward to that. I like Weeders.
yes, this one is also this is rye. This actually has a high rye. This is corn 60%, 36% rye, and 4% malted barley. So I'm looking forward to trying this one because I love me some rye. I mean, I like Weeders too. This is really good. I don't know yet. I'll have to crack it open. But the Maker's Mark 101, that's a weeded, and that is delicious. And then next bottle, my lovely wife last week told me that one of the local liquor stores had a barrel pick of one of my favorite bourbons. And so I went to grab it, and it is Angel's Envy. It's a cask selection. It's a barrel pick for them. However, it's proofed higher than normal's Angel's Envy. This one is 108 proof. I'm really looking forward to seeing what the extra proofage will do. Obviously, normally, because it's Angel's Envy, I would have opened it the day I bought it, but still can't drink yet.
Next week.
Next week. Actually, this week. Next week. Well, Sunday, Tuesday. So I should be able to drink by at least Friday. So hopefully this week I'll crack this open and give it a try. I'm looking forward to this. I'm a big Angels Envy fan. I'm really excited to see this one. And while I was there,
I'm excited for this.
so am I. While I was there, a representative from the store walked up to me and shook my hand. And we're part of a whiskey enthusiast page for my town, which is Rochester. And we had a conversation on one of his posts about some Irish whiskey. And if you look over there, we have the spot whiskey. We happen to have green spot, yellow spot, and red spot. There is a green spot we don't have. We'll have to pick it up. However, what we were really looking for is the gold spot. Gold spot.
9 years.
So we had been talking, and you had mentioned wanting to get the gold spot. He said we happen to have a bottle. And so I said, not anymore. Go get that bottle for me, please. And so as he was going to the back to get the bottle, I mentioned to the cashier. So anyway, we're looking forward to trying this. Heard a lot about it. Red Spot happens to be one of my favorite Irish whiskeys. So I'm looking forward to see how it's going to compare to the Gold Spot. But while I was talking to the cashier, while he was going back to get this, I happened to mention that, yes, we had been looking for the Gold Spot. But we had also been looking for, I'm going to leave that right there, Gold Spot. So we had also happened to be looking for Blue Spot. And she said, oh, we have that too. And I said, get them both, please, if you don't mind. And so now we have Gold Spot and Blue Spot. And other than the other green spot that we don't have, we now have the entire spot collection. However, I did see they're about to release a new green spot, so I'm curious to see what it's going to be. But looking forward to cracking these bad boys open and doing a side-by-side comparison. Red Spot took the one video I did of all three that we had. So I'd be curious to see how it compares to these two. So that's another reason why I'm looking forward to be able to drink again. So we can have some Gold Spot, Blue Spot. Really excited about this. And that that's my store haul from the last
2 months.
2 months.
This is 2023 through
This is
the end
2020,
of February.
January, February. And the next time we do a big store haul, we'll let you know. But thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you guys. And as I always say, I love most of you.
I love the rest of you.
Have a good night.